This week's Parsha talks about the very first convert to Judaism. He wasn't born into the tribe. He said, I want this. And his name is Yisro. He was Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses' father-in-law. And he said, this is great. God is better than all the other gods. It's because it's the only real God. And therefore he converted to Judaism. Interestingly enough, in my life, I try to learn a chapter every day or so of Choshen Mishpat, of the Shulchan Aruch, of the code of Jewish law. And I just happened to be learning, and I learned it for the very first time today. It's crazy that a non-Jew that converts to a Jew, which is a convert, every convert, we have to love and appreciate our converts like they are our very own. There's no difference. But the law that I learned was such a weird one that I never saw before. And it says that there is a specific rule about converts, how they are different than Jews, in that a convert is not allowed to serve as a judge on a Jewish court, and with some exceptions, he's not allowed to serve as a judge on the Jewish court, on the Beit Din. He's not allowed. And it went into the reasoning because it says it all comes from having a king, and the king has to be from you. Therefore, whatever the case, really, we still have distinctions between a convert and a Jew. Once a convert already converted, it kind of bothered me when I realized that where does the whole system of Beis Din come from? Where does the whole system of Jewish courts come from? It comes from Yisro himself. He saw his son-in-law, Moses, the leader of the Jewish people, sitting there answering questions to day in and day out. And Yisro said to him, you're going to be worn out. You're going to be exhausted. You have to make a system where you have your fellow Jews administering rules and judgments onto their brethren. It was a convert who actually instituted the whole concept of a Beis Din. But it kind of reminds me of what's going on nowadays in the world. You know, they say certain people can be just like other people, and there should be no division, and there's no difference between certain types of people. I'm not going to get into further detail, but in Judaism, there are distinctions based on how someone is born, and it's not just between man and woman and Jew and convert, but of course, there's also there's a Yisroel, a regular Jew, and then there's a Levi, a Levite, and then a Kohen, a priest, and a Kohen is supposed to get more honor just because he was born into this tribe of Levite as a Kohen. He gets more honor than just a regular Jew. And we have to accept these things. We have to realize that even though we're not born into some kind of royalty and some kind of higher class, higher caste, still, if we just really put our passions into something, we can break those boundaries just being who we are, just being the best person that we can be, just by really striving to really involve ourselves into something. Then it doesn't matter what we're born into, because we can achieve an even higher participation in anything in Judaism. And that's basically what Yisro shows us. So let's just not give up and lay it down just because we have no role in certain things. We have the best role. You just have to find it. And once you find it, it's yours. Seize it, capture it, make it yours. Have a great Shabbos.